Hello, hello, hello. It's me again. This is Real Talk with Amira. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is thinking about what you really want to do with your life. 2022, after all of this few years of drama, we should really be prompted to do something different with our lives, not the same old thing. I'm tired of the same old thing. I've had enough of that. So today's talk, I'm not sure how I came across this person, but I'm glad I did because it has kind of helped me understand a few things, possibly about a whole bunch of people. Look, what's up with your brain? What's up with my brain? If you can, go get a brain scan. But what's up with your brain? After looking at this person and studying, listening to what he was saying, he's an expert in his field. That a lot of us could have brain damage. A lot of us. So that's what my talk is going to be about today. But how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing good. Not perfect, but good, great, good and great. I'm okay. Again, I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful I got to get up this morning. I'm grateful I got a car to get to work. I got to pay for it, but I can do it. I'm just grateful. And I hope that everyone's doing well. And I hope everyone is trying to change. We're all so powerful, and we don't even use a little bit of what we have. But let's wake up, folks. Let's do something different for 2022. So what I am talking about today is brain health, I guess. I'm a little bit more prepared today, but I'm not sure what he calls it. But it's Dr. Daniel G. Amen, Amen. I don't think that's pronounced Amen. It's probably Amen. MD, medical doctor. He is a medical doctor. Y'all believe all these other doctors, believe another doctor. And his story is that at some point he was in the army and he eventually was able to start scanning our brains, and it led on to him that's what he does. Dr. Amen is a clinical neuroscientist, board certified child and adult psychiatrist, award-winning researcher, brain imaging pioneer, founder of Amen Clinics Inc. and Brain MD, and 10-time New York Times bestselling author. So he got some credentials. A lot of times we want to look for all these credentials, but you don't look for credentials in all of the other stuff that you support. Kanye and Kardashians and little baby who. You're not looking for credentials in that. But when somebody tells you something about medicine or your health, we want to go find all these credentials. Look, or homeopathic medicine, or being vegan or vegetarian. We want to go find all these credentials, but we don't look for credentials in medicine. Okay. He has helped millions of people worldwide change their brains and change their lives. He says that when your brain works right, you work right. Some of y'all not working right, and clearly others see that. Others may not want to admit that, but clearly some people are not working right. You know, I watched a couple of his videos, or yes, his speaking engagements. When people just go out of the box or do all this crazy stuff, if your brain is running your body and what you're doing, then it's probably something wrong with your brain. Possibly. Look, no, I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. He says that when your brain works right, you work right. And when your brain is troubled, you are much more likely to have trouble in your life. He has built a massive following with his inspiring message. You are not stuck with the brain you have. You can make it better. A pioneer in brain SPECT, SPECT, capital letters, imaging, with the world's largest database of functional brain scans. He is revolutionizing the way we look at both brain and mental health. He is married to Tana, and he is the father of 4 children. But mental health and brain health, mental illness, that's from your brain. We want to not put those two things together. Is some of what I have been studying and learning. We want to put those two things separately. They're not separate. Your brain is mental. This is another piece of his it says Bright Minds, one of his projects. Feel better fast and make it last. Dr. Daniel Amen. The missing strategy: boosting brain health can make you feel great now and for a lifetime. So your whole life you can feel better and great. Strategies: develop brain envy. Avoid anything that hurts your brain. Engage in regular brain healthy habits. Strategy number 1, develop brain envy. Love your brain by asking yourself at the moment of every choice, is this good for my brain or bad for it? Strategy number 2, avoid anything that hurts your brain. And the most important rules of brain health are: rule number 1, never lose brain cells. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. 11 major factors that steal brain cells and lead to cognitive impairment. You can prevent or treat almost all of these risk factors. Charlotte, you can prevent or treat almost all of these risk factors, and even the ones that you can't, such as having a family history of dementia, can be, I don't know how to say this word. I've never seen this word before, but I need to go look it up. Ameliorated with the right strategies. Here's a brief summary of the Bright Minds risk factors. The risks marked with an asterisk are things that might make you feel better temporarily, but will hurt you in the long run. Blood flow. Circulation is essential to life. It is the conduit for transportation of nutrients and toxins away from your cells. Low blood flow shrinks the brain and kills its cells. Okay. low blood pressure. In fact, low blood flow on brain imaging is the number one predictor of future Alzheimer's disease. What's more, if you have blood flow problems anywhere, you'll likely have them throughout your whole body. I mean, that's just like, what that's like your engine, your car engine. The oil got to get to everywhere, or we're going to have problems. Blood flow risks that drain your brain: excessive caffeine, those coffee addicts, excessive caffeine, nicotine, smokers, dehydration, hypertension, any cardiovascular disease, erectile dysfunction. A lot of I've been listening to him the last few days, and blood flow, circulation. If you got that blood circulating, you wouldn't have that ED or that erectile dysfunction. Real simple. You wouldn't have to go get no implants or no, what's the pill? I don't know I can't remember right now, but oxygen deprivation, too little exercise. Y'all gonna have to excuse me for these pages turning. B, retirement aging. The risk of brain dysfunction increases with age. Of course, we're getting older, less activity. And if you've been not doing the right things for yourself, you know, things are going to become worse. Not repairing what you needed to take care of years ago. The risk of brain dysfunction increases with age. When you stop learning or connecting with others, your brain starts dying. Things that drain your brain as you're aging or in retirement age: loneliness or social isolation. It's good to talk to people. And some of us, you may not have the friends, or your family may not be your friends or your family. Go talk to strangers. Get out, go for a walk, go to the park, talk to kids in the park. Enjoy yourself. Talk to strangers. Say hello. Start a conversation with a stranger. Being in a job that does not require new learning. Stagnant. Your brain has to make new connections. It has to learn something new for it to keep growing. Some of us are just a straight line. I don't know if y'all seen that in the what's the Versailles show? Grey's Anatomy. The straight line. That means you're dead. The heart goes up and down. Learn something new. Do something different. Retirement without new learning. If you're gonna retire, you know, I've seen that in the past. A lot of people retire and they're dead within. They're not moving. They're not learning. So once you retire, start something new. Go learn a new project. Start doing something that you haven't done or that you wanted to do. Don't just stop and think, I'm retired. Start doing something new. You better. Look. Inflammation. Chronic inflammation is like a low-level fire in your body that destroys your organs. Here is a list of inflammation promoters. Inflammation risks that drain your brain: leaky gut, gum disease, low omega-3 fatty acids, high omega-6 fatty acids, high C-reactive protein, CRP. I've never heard that before. I'm going to have to go look that up. Fast and processed food, pro-inflammatory diet. And the way people eat these days, everybody has a pro-inflammatory diet. We eat trash. We eat McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut. All this stuff is trash. It's trash. But we making them billions, but it's trash. It's a trash diet. I know that. Genetics. Your inheritance matters. And I think you can actually change that. I've listened to someone else, and people who are adopted into a family will actually pick up those traits of that family. So I believe that's more spiritual too. But if you believe that, then it's true for you. Your inheritance matters, but your lifestyle matters more. As we will see, genetic risk is not a death sentence. It should be a wake-up call to get serious about brain health. Genetic risks that drain your brain. Family member with cognitive impairment, dementia, Parkinson's disease, or a mental health issue. Those are things you need to take into consideration. 1 or 2 copies raise your risk for cognitive problems. Head trauma. Your brain is soft about the consistency of soft butter. I have never heard anyone explain that, how your brain feels. But anybody who cooks knows what soft butter feels like. So when we're doing all these sports and programs and football, soccer, when you fall down and hit your head, your brain feels like soft butter. That should put a picture in your mind right there. It did in mine. And it is housed in a very hard skull with multiple sharp bony ridges. Head injuries such as concussions, even mild ones, can kill brain cells and cause significant, lasting cognitive problems. Even one concussion triples the risk of you getting into a place where you do yourself out. There's certain words you can't say on YouTube, so I'm not going to say that word, but till you take yourself out. Head trauma risks that drain your brain. History of 1 or more head injuries with or without loss of consciousness. Playing contact sports, even without concussion. Activities that increase the risk of brain trauma, such as texting while driving, trying to carry too many packages at one time, or going up any roof. Don't unless it's absolutely safe. So be careful of those risks. I know that America is into football, and as I'm seeing this, I'm like, no, my grandson don't need to play no damn football or soccer or anything that is going to hurt his brain. Those cause lasting long-term effects. He needs to find something else to do. Toxins. Toxins are a major cause of brain dysfunction. You know, I had done a lot of research on cancer, and one of the things that I learned from looking at what I was reading and studying was toxins are one of the things that cause cancer. From all the people that I looked at and read and listened to, toxins are very detrimental. Your brain is most metabolically active, is the most metabolically active organ in your body, which makes it more vulnerable to damage. From toxins. Personal care products, particularly dangerous, are particularly dangerous because What goes on your body goes in your body and becomes your body. Toxin risks that drain your brain: nicotine, smoking, cigarettes, chewing tobacco, vaping, drug abuse, including marijuana, which increases the risk of psychosis in teenagers, decreases motivation and school performance. I've seen that in my own family, daughters. The risk of psychosis in teenagers decreases motivation and school performance and decreases overall blood flow to the brain. And this is a brain expert. I hear everybody out here talking about, oh, marijuana's cool, it's natural, it's a plant. This is a brain expert. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to figure it out on your own. And decreases overall blood flow to the brain, especially in areas vulnerable to Alzheimer's disease. Moderate to heavy use of alcohol. I need to look at that, y'all. Many legal drugs such as, dang, I forgot to, I don't know how to spell this, benzodiazepines. Y'all know I didn't say that right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Sleeping medications and chronic pain medications. Pesticide exposure in air or food recently shown to decrease serotonin and dopamine in the brain. Environmental toxins such as mold, carbon monoxide, or air and water pollution. Personal care products. They be selling us that. All them commercials. Shampoo, deodorant. Ooh, feel free, look fancy. Toxins. Look. Made with parabens, phthalates or PEGs, fluoride, artificial food additives, dyes, and preservatives. Drinking or eating out of plastic containers, heavy metals such as lead or mercury, found in immunization shots as a preservative. And you think that's the only preservative they can find for something that they want everybody to have or to get? Yeah, whatever. Cancer, chemotherapy, general anesthesia. Health issues with organs of detoxification, liver, kidney, skin, or gut. Y'all, in this one, I read this one, I was like, huh? Handling cash register receipts. Plastic coating can get through your skin. What the hell do you have on a cash register receipt that is considered a toxin? How many people handle cash register receipts? Just think about that number. Mental health. Untreated problems ranging from chronic stress and anxiety to bipolar disorder and addictions are associated with cognitive impairment and early death. Let me put this down because this is heavy. Mental health risks that drain your brain. Chronic stress. That was one of the things that I learned that cause cancer. Toxins, stress, diet. Chronic stress means this is something I'm dealing with all the time. And a lot of the stress that we deal with, we can get rid of, like people, bad relationships, bad jobs, our minds. You can even create your own stress in your mind. Things you're thinking about, things you're dwelling on, regurgitating, ruminating. So, chronic stress, that causes a whole lot of problems. Excuse me. mental health risks that can drain your brain, chronic stress, depression, anxiety disorders, attention deficit, hyperactivity disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, addictions, drugs, alcohol, sex. Sex can be an addiction, you guys. You know, I never really understood that, like, somebody's a sex addict. And I've seen, back in the day, like, whoever Holly Berry was married to, he was a sex addict. And now I know what that means. Look, I mean, that's part of somebody that I seen. Maybe he's a sex addict. He just got to have sex with everybody. And seen it. Gadget addiction, negative thinking. Next one, immunity, infection issues. These are common but often unrecognized causes of brain dysfunction. Immunity infection, risks that drain your brain. Chronic fatigue syndrome. Autoimmune diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, and lupus. Untreated infections such as Lyme disease, syphilis, and herpes. Hiking, where you may be bitten by a tick. Low vitamin D level. Neurohormone deficiencies, when your hormone levels are unbalanced. Your brain is too. And hormones, we eat so many things that they're adding all these hormones to. So there's probably a whole lot of people, probably millions of people whose hormones are imbalanced because that's what we eat. We're eating hormones when we don't need those hormones. Neurohormone deficiencies that drain your brain. Low or high thyroid. Low testosterone, males and females. Low estrogen and progesterone, females. Low DHEA. High cortisol levels. Hormone disruptors such as BPA, phthalates, parabens, and pesticides. Protein from animals raised with hormones or antibiotics that can disrupt your hormones. Sugar, which disrupts your hormones. Sugar disrupts your hormones, so that's everybody. Look, diabetes. I learned that word the other day. The term describes a combination of being diabetic or pre-diabetic and being overweight or obese. The standard American diet is a major cause of diabetes. Did y'all hear that? The standard American diet is a major cause of diabetes. So this is the diet that we are all pushed and fed, which contributes to chronically high blood sugar levels. So they're creating diabetics with our American diet. These hurt blood vessels and cause inflammation and hormone disruption, as well as the storage of toxins, all of which damage your brain. Your brain runs everything. So, diabetes risks that drain your brain. Diabetes or pre-diabetes, high fasting blood sugar or HbA1c, hemoglobin A1c, being overweight or obese, standard American diet of processed food, sugar, and unhealthy fats, drinking fruit juice, high in sugar. Sleep issues. All sleep problems are a major cause of brain dysfunction. Boy, because I sleep good pretty much every day. Hopefully I don't have any brain dysfunction. I need to go get a scan though. Look. But I sleep pretty good every day. But especially chronic insomnia and sleep apnea. When you sleep, Your brain cleanses itself of debris. Without proper sleep, trash builds up, harming your brain. I didn't know that when I can't sleep. I do have that every day now and then. Ooh. Sleep issues that drain your brain. Chronic insomnia. Chronic use of sleep medication. Sleep apnea. Drinking, eating caffeinated drinks or food after 2 p.m. Sleeping in a warm room. Ooh, I can't do that. My kids, my one daughter, they have be trying to have the heat up all high. My sister too. I think she used to. I don't think I've seen that lately, but I'm like, damn, I can't sleep. I'm sweating. I'm like, I'm about to get up and fight somebody. Don't, no. Light or noise at night. Gadgets that wake you up. Irregular sleep schedule. Yeah, it's a lot. Trying to see where I'm at, y'all. That might be it. Hold up. No. Simple brain, healthy habits to improve your mental health. Guess we're getting on the other side of it. No, actually not. Okay, I'm at the right spot. Sorry, y'all. Take a break. Anger or upset before bed. That was the last one. Whatever you want in life, it is easier to achieve when your brain works right. It is important to have the right attitude as you make these changes. You don't avoid things in order to deprive yourself. You avoid things that hurt your brain because it is the ultimate act of love for yourself and others. Take care of your brain. He's saying the brain is take care of your brain. And it's a must. Now what? Now that you know what risk factors to avoid, it is critical that you develop discipline around building the best daily habits. Strategy number 3. Engage in regular brain healthy habits. Now that you know what risk factors to avoid, it is critical that you develop discipline around building the best daily habits. General strategies. Worry a little bit. A little. According to research, people whose motto is don't worry, be happy, die the earliest from accidents or preventable illnesses. Some anxiety is good. Obviously, too much is bad, but so is too little. Don't worry about anything, instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. So you can worry a little bit, but not a lot. Make yourself less vulnerable to poor decisions. Stay away from a lot of our poor decisions. I think I'm seeing are about other people. We let other people come into our lives and we do stuff that they want us to do. That creates a poor decision. For me, if I'm just going to work, doing what I do, come home, take care of my house, what poor decision could I make that would really affect me? I added too much salt to dinner, it's about other people. You let other people into your life that creates those poor decisions. Be sure to have clear goals. Get 7 hours of sleep every night. And keep your blood sugar on an even keel by eating protein and fat at every meal. Low blood sugar levels are associated with poor decisions. Identify your daily motivation. This is one of his books called One Page Miracle. Feel better fast now and later. This is a tip. Find the healthiest person you can stand and then spend as much time around him or her as possible. Oh, I like that. I need to find that healthy person. I think I already had him, but he need to come on back. So, next. At least twice a week, engage in regular exercise and healthy sports that require coordination and complex moves. Dancing, table tennis, martial arts. Without head contact, of course. Keep that brain safe. Golf, tai chi, qigong, yoga. Focus on staying hydrated. Drink 5 to 8 glasses of water a day. Drink decaffeinated green tea. Excuse me. Have a small piece of sugar-free dark chocolate. Spice up your food with cayenne pepper, rosemary. Eat beets. Eat green leafy vegetables to boost vitamin E and blood flow. Eat pumpkin seeds to boost dopamine and increase focus. Take supplements. Ginkgo biloba. What is y'all? Forgive me. And vinpocetine. I don't know what that is. I've never heard that either. Feel better fast now. Eat a beet salad. Sprinkle with pumpkin seeds and small pieces of dark chocolate with a cup of green tea. That sounds kind of good. I might add a little bit of onion and something else in there. Simple anti-aging, brain healthy habits. Start a daily practice of learning something new. Now, I learned this years ago. When you learn something new, it creates a new connection in your brain, a new synapses. I think I learn something new every day, so I probably got a whole lot of synapses up in there. Take up a musical instrument as a new learning strategy. I do want to learn how to play the guitar and get back into learning the piano. I took piano lessons way back when I was a kid. But I did like it and enjoyed it, so I need to start that again and learn how to read music again. I used to know how to read it, but it's gone. I mean, it's not gone. It's back there, but I need to bring it back. Listen to upbeat, happy music to boost your brain. Boy, did y'all hear that? Listen to upbeat, happy music to boost your brain. I boost my brain every day. Look, literally. Join a singing group. I can't sing. I wish I could sing. If I could sing, y'all, I would be singing every day. They'd be like, would she just shut up? Look, learn new dance steps to help keep the brain young. Use cloves, a potent antioxidant in cooking. I didn't know that. I'm going to have to start using my cloves. Eat shrimp to boost. That's another one I can't pronounce. Acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter of memory. Shrimp has a neurotransmitter of memory? Alright, I'm gonna have to go research that. Stay connected. Seek social support. Volunteer. Take supplements. Acetyl-L-carnitine to improve mitochondrial energy. Huperzine A to boost acetylcholine. And the herbs rhodiola. I know about rhodiola. I bought rhodiola before. And ashwagandha to increase overall energy. Feel better fast now and later tip. Listen to stimulating music or sing. Make a playlist of songs that make you feel amazing. I was already doing that part. Y'all should see my playlist. Simple brain healthy habits to decrease inflammation. Get your CRP level tested. Blood test. Test your omega-3 index blood test. The goal is to get above 8. Eat more toxin and pollutant-free fish or take fish oil supplements. Eat more omega-3 rich foods such as nuts, seeds, avocados, green leafy vegetables. Increase consumption of probiotic foods or supplements. Floss your teeth daily and care for your gums. What page is it? 6? 7. Okay, here we go. Simple brain healthy habits to improve your genetics. If you have dementia in your family, be serious about brain health as soon as possible and go in early for memory screening. Test your APOE gene type. If you have the APOE E4 gene, avoid contact sports and other head trauma risk. And this says sports. One of the people that I listened to in one of his videos was skateboarding, hit his head, or ski boarding. You know, there are a lot of things that you can hit your head in sports. So think about all those things. Not just football, soccer, riding a bike, skateboarding, any kind of contact sport. We all need to be doing those. If it can hurt your brain and you mess up your brain as a teenager, what are you going to do when you get older? Your brain's already jacked up. Eat foods with turmeric or take the supplement curcumin. Eat organic blueberries. Cook with sage. Take supplements CoQ10, vitamin D, sage, curcumin, and green tea extracts. Defrost a cup of frozen organic blueberries to have as a snack. Simple brain healthy habits to decrease head trauma issues. Always wear your seatbelt when you drive or ride in a vehicle. Wear a helmet when skiing, biking, etc. Slow down and be careful when going downstairs. Hold the handrail. Boy, I know people be like, damn, she holding that handrail like she ain't, look, I ain't trying to fall down these damn steps. If you have had a head trauma, check your hormones and optimize any that are low. Use peppermint to help with healing. Oh, I got peppermint. I always have mint growing. Consider hyperbaric oxygen therapy, HBOT. My colleagues and I published a study on soldiers who had suffered brain injuries. We saw increased blood flow to their brains after the first session and lasting improvements to blood flow, mood, and processing speed after 40 sessions. Improved sleep was one of the most consistent findings with HBOT. Take supplements, omega-3, fatty acids, and multivitamins. Talk to your doctor about HBOT supplements. Simple brain healthy habits to detoxify your brain and body. Buy organic, and be careful when you buy organic. Excuse me, because sometimes when they say organic, it's not really organic. Do your research. Look up the provider. See what they're saying. Let me see pictures of where you're growing at. Let me see some certifications and stuff. Because people lie. We already know that. Excuse me. People lie daily. Even people who have big business, they lie. Breathe, drink, and eat clean. Air, water, and food. When pumping gas, avoid breathing in the fumes. Limit alcohol to 2 servings a week. Support the 4 organs of detoxification. Your kidneys, drink more water. Liver, eat detoxifying vegetables such as cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. Yep. Gut, eat more fiber. Skin, work up a sweat and exercise. Hold up, yeah, I think I went backwards. Hold on. But as you can see, a lot of these things are very enlightening. Definitely. Gut, eat more fiber. Skin, that I was right. Skin, work up a sweat with exercise or use a sauna. Use apps such as Think Dirty or Healthy Living to scan your personal care products and eliminate toxic ingredients as possible. Eliminate the most toxic ingredients as possible. Get your home tested for mold if it has been flooded or had any water damage. Take supplements, NAC for your liver and fiber. Take a sauna bath. I seen where he said saunas are great. People who do saunas get less um, dementia and things. So saunas are great for you. The more often, the better. Practice stress management techniques such as those described in the chapter 1. When you awaken in the morning, say to yourself, today is going to be a great day. Every day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. And this is healthy habits to improve your mental health. If you have trouble with focus, consider a high protein, low carbohydrate diet. Eat up to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. A linear correlation shows that this will increase your level of happiness. Tomatoes have been shown to help mood. A good tomato, a real tomato, not a fake one. Learn to meditate, especially the loving kindness meditation, which has been shown to increase energy to the brain. Go for a walk in nature, or at least outdoors. Outdoors is like, for me, if outdoors is probably like 100 times better than being inside. Just a good day. Use brighter lights, especially full spectrum bulbs that have ultraviolet radiation similar to the sun's. No fluorescence. If natural interventions are not effective, work with local therapists or psychiatrists. Kill the automatic negative thoughts that you have. I'll have to do that one. He calls them dragons, negative dragons. I have a couple of those too. Take supplements. Adnacil, methionine, saffron, and omega-3 to support mood. Hydro extrapatan, I don't know what that does. If you are a worrier. When your mood is low, take a walk in nature while drinking vegetable juice. Simple brain healthy habits to improve your immunity. If you are struggling with brain fog or memory issues, consider being tested for exposure to infectious diseases. Do an elimination diet for a month to see if you have food allergies, which can damage your immune system. You know, I see a lot of people, they don't want to do nothing. I mean, sometimes they're forced to do something, but as far as doing something deliberately with discipline, they don't want to do it. Eat immunity enhancing foods such as onions. Oh, I got that. Onions and garlic, I got that. Mushrooms and garlic. Yeah, I love mushrooms too. Watch a comedy or go to a comedy club to boost energy and immunity. I'm telling y'all, I watch comedy if I'm feeling, let me go watch something funny. That brings up my mood, feel better, everything. I like to study a lot of different topics, so I'll take literally months and study one topic. Like some years ago, I studied on cancer. That was like probably 2008, 10. Because I was like, why is everybody getting cancer? What the hell is going on? So I studied cancer. And one particular woman got rid of her cancer by watching comedy. She laughs. So, can somebody say what happened? But she laughed. She watched comedy, and her cancer went away. And that's what he just said. Watch comedy. So, okay, take supplements, vitamin D. Know and optimize your level. You have to know what you have before you can get to where you're going. Age, garlic, and vitamin C. Ooh, okay. Eat a stir fry with onion, garlic, mushrooms, and protein. Skip the rice. Habits to improve your neurohormones. Have your hormones tested on a regular basis. Add fiber to eliminate unhealthy forms of estrogen. For women, optimize estrogen for brain health. Consider hormone replacement when necessary. Take supplements, zinc, to help boost testosterone, and ashwagandha to reduce cortisol, stress, and support the thyroid. Lift weights and eliminate sugar to help raise your testosterone level. Healthy habits to decrease your risk of diabetes and improve your weight and blood sugar. Maintain a healthy weight. Lose weight slowly if you are overweight. Develop lifelong habits. Yeah, definitely don't put your body in shock. That causes more stress. If you think about it, go slow. Take away something that causes a lot of weight. Like probably, like for me, I stopped drinking, not completely soda, but in like 2000. So I used to drink I don't know what I seen that prompted that, but I used to drink a couple pops a day. And whatever I seen, it was like slowly take it away. So I would still buy my 2 pops or buy 1 pop. And then I would fill that pop bottle with water. So that second pop that I would normally have was water. And then as I eventually got used to the water, I cut out that pop and I just started drinking water. Then of course, I took that home and I didn't buy pop anymore. I bought juice or they drank water. So I can buy a pop. I can buy a pop now, and every now and then I do. Like if we're having company, or and every now and then I do want to taste for pop. But I can buy a bottle of pop, and it just sits in my refrigerator. They won't even drink it. It looks weird, but they won't even drink it. So, just start something different. Maintain a healthy weight. Lose weight slowly if you are overweight. Develop lifelong habits. Eat a brain healthy diet. Anti-inflammatory and colorful foods. Low glycemic, high fiber carbs. Excuse me. Still got a cough, y'all. Protein and fat at each meal to stabilize blood sugar and cravings. Healing spices. Know your body mass index, your BMI, now and check it monthly. Flavor dishes with cinnamon and nutmeg. Chew sugar-free gum to boost oxygen and blood flow to your brain. Take supplements, chromium, picolinate. I have never heard of that before. Picolinate and alpha lipoic acid to decrease cravings and support healthy blood sugar levels. Simple brain healthy habits to improve your sleep. All right, y'all, this is the last one. Look, I had a whole lot more. I'm gonna have to do this like I said, a series. If you snore, get assessed for sleep apnea. Put blue light blockers on your gadgets. Turn off gadgets or keep them away from your head at night. Cool your home a bit before bedtime. Darken your bedroom. Maintain a regular sleep schedule. Listen to a hypnosis sleep audio. Take supplements, melatonin and magnesium. I found out about magnesium some years ago when I was on my supplement or minerals research. Like I said, I have periods where I'd study something, and magnesium and calcium go together. They're partners. They're like sisters. And magnesium relaxes, calcium constricts. So if you have too much of one and not enough of the other, you're going to have problems. Like your heart. Your heart loves magnesium. It relaxes it. A lot of people who have heart attacks, their heart is constricting. It is uptight. They need some magnesium. That would relax your heart out. But go do your research on that. Feel better faster tip. At bedtime, put the scent of lavender nearby and listen to a hypnosis sleep audio. Something soothing, same thing. There are a lot of strategies here, but I want you to come away feeling empowered, not overwhelmed. Start with just a few and add from there. Most important rules of brain health are never lose brain cells. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. So that was the first workout, first documents. Look, I'm gonna do this one and then I'm gonna be about done. I'm gonna have to do a couple more of these because it's too much information. But Dr. Daniel Amen, great person. He did brain scans and studied how that affects your behavior and did the correlation. The brain is a 3-pound supercomputer. It is the command and control center running your life. It is involved in absolutely everything you do. Your brain determines how you think, how you feel, how you act, and how well you get along with other people. Your brain even determines the kind of person you are. It determines how thoughtful you are, how polite, or how rude you are. It determines how well you think on your feet. And it is involved with how well you do at work and with family. Your brain also influences your emotional well-being and how well you do with the opposite sex. If we get our brains right, maybe we can have better relationships. Your brain is more complicated than any computer we can imagine. Did you know that you have 100 billion nerves in your brain? That was money. Ooh. And every nerve cell has many connections to other nerve cells. In fact, your brain has more connections in it than there are stars in the universe. That's amazing. Optimizing your brain's function is essential to being the best you can be, whether you're at work or in leisure or in your relationships. And I'm just going to quote some of the things that Mr. Amen said. If you don't scan your brain, a lot of the people he scanned are people who had issues with their behavior, who were considered to have mental illness, acting out. One of his family members, I believe it was a younger, don't quote me on this, a younger nephew or someone, he actually attacks another student, and they ended up finding out after they did a brain scan that he had a tumor in his brain, but no one wanted to operate on him to take the tumor out. The doctors were like, oh, that's not affecting his behavior. Once they took it out, his behavior changed. So a lot of us probably have brain damage. The person that was giving him the interview, that was interviewing him, after he scanned his brain was like flat at the front because he had I believe he had failed skateboarding or snowboarding. It might have been snowboarding, but he had a brain injury, and he had multiple brain injuries that he had. But this might explain a whole lot of stuff. So I'm gonna do another one of this because right now I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. But thank you for listening. This was talking about your brain health. I think a lot of our solutions are already right there in our face if we just go look. Have to take the time to go do your study, research. We research them prices on them outfits and them weaves and those nails. Where can I get the lowest nail price? But go research yourself. I'm more interested in what's going on with me than everybody else. But I will do a couple more of these. Dr. Daniel Amen, Amen. I hope he don't say it like amen. I don't think he does. But look, your brain is important. Don't damage it. And for those of us who have like did a lot of sports where we got hit and beat up, and football, for those fighters, a lot of those fighters might have some brain damage. So his website does, I'm not sure if they point you where you can get a brain scan. I'm not sure how much that would cost, but some of y'all might want to look into that. But this has been another Real Talk with Amira podcast, talking about brain health. I don't know how I came on this topic, but I do love to research stuff. If I could have been one of those people who were in college for like 20 years, I would have loved that. Learning. I love to learn. But this has been a Real Talk with Amira podcast. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to keep saying this. I think that I said today there's like 325 days left in the year. What are you going to do with those 325 days? I'm trying to do a whole lot. So, trying to make some changes in my life. Definitely want to do something better. Ready to retire from my current job, but do something different where I can make more money, I can have more freedom, just do something different, changes. And I hope you all want to change your lives too. Well, y'all, I'm ready to go to bed. This has been Real Talk with Amira. Peace.